Every day I'm seeing new programs that Germany is suggesting to Nigeria. I am seeing new ways of Germany trying to collaborate with Nigeria. Every day you will see a new article about the German government trying to work with Nigeria to develop this sector, the German government trying to work with Nigeria to help those who are struggling in business, to do inclusive business, do this. Articles, they are everywhere on social media. Not just Germany, you will see France, you will see European Union gathering to send their representative to come and negotiate with Nigeria for one thing or the other. Every day I keep seeing this thing and I keep asking myself, why is Europe trying to force friendship with Nigeria? Why is Europe out of a sudden forcing this relationship? They are so bent on making the friendship with Nigeria to work. Right now, Europe is so focused on making sure that Nigeria is their friend, Nigeria is their partner, Nigeria doesn't slip off. Understand? Why? Why all the sudden rush of friendship? Wait till UK. What does Europe want from Nigeria? Is it now they are getting to discover the importance of Nigeria in Africa? Is it now Europe is getting to know that Nigeria is the backbone of Africa? Is it now they know that Nigeria is the one that determines how business go in Africa, how music go in Africa, how entertainment go in Africa, how everything works in Africa? Is it now Europe is getting to know? So that's what I've been wondering, and I guess many of you are wondering that too. But I said, no, I will not just wonder, but I will do some research, I will do some findings, and I will share with my beloved friends so that all of us will come together and understand waiting the release of why the sudden beg of friendship from Nigeria by European countries, all of them at once. You want to know? Now watch this video carefully. So, can you see what is happening in ECOWAS and in Sub-Saharan Africa with Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso? Already, if you have been watching updates, these three countries don't come out ECOWAS. They don't say we know they do again for ECOWAS. They don't form their own. They call it Sahel region or whatever they call it. Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, all these countries are countries that they had coup d'etat to overthrow the government and become the leaders of their country. You understand? And recently, these are not the only countries in Africa where we have seen coup d'etat attempts. You understand? So, all of these countries have one thing in common. European colonial boys. They have said it's enough. We don't want Europeans anymore. We don't want France. We don't want Belgium. We don't want to do anything to do with Europe anymore. So, European countries don't they smell, say something this up. They don't they smell, say, it be like, say, Africans go soon pursue us, come out. It be like, say, Africans go pack us one side. So, Europeans are now sitting every day and asking themselves questions. How do we keep control of Africa? How do we maintain the control? How do we maintain power? How do we continue to have influence? How do we not lose Africa? Because we all know that the moment there are countries in Europe like France, the France economy is depending on Africa. Africa is what makes France. So by the time all French colonies say we know they do again, the French children will have to come to Africa. Even one of their prime ministers or be their minister or their politician said, if they don't pursue Macron and let him go out and allow him there so Africans can completely run away from France, then very soon it's the French children, the European children will be running to Africa as immigrants to come and beg and hustle for means of survival. And so they now understand that they have to come to Africa with a different approach. And they need a bigger partner in Africa. They need an influential country in Africa. They need a country in Africa that can help them maintain their relationship in Africa. But they know they have been avoiding Nigeria for a long time. They thought that they could continue the way they were doing, avoid Nigeria and continue to maintain control over African countries. But they have now come to realize that those African countries don't want them anymore, and so they are packing. And so now America, Europe, France, European Union want to use Nigeria to hold on to Africa. Wait a minute. So do they want to use Nigeria as a puppet? They obviously know that Nigeria will never be their puppet. Nigeria will never be that country that will answer yes sir, a boy nation to Europe and America. So what they are now bringing is partnership. They are not using deal. They are not like, okay, Nigeria, let us do business. Nigeria, let us work together. Nigeria, let us partner. Because they know by the time they partner with Nigeria, Nigeria has power. Even the Sahel, the Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, who say they are cutting off from ECOWAS. They can cut off from ECOWAS, but they can never cut off from Nigeria. You didn't hear that. Niger, all of them can cut off from it. Because first of all, these countries are countries that don't have sea. They are completely surrounded by land. And so they need Nigeria to survive. They need Nigeria in many dimensions. Even though they don't want ECOWAS because of the influence of the West. And so now, European countries know that it's only Nigeria that can save them in Africa. Only Nigeria can save Europe and still give them the influence to do business in Africa, to work with Africa. That's why, as it stands now, they are bent on forcing that friendship. They want to force friendship. Even France now, they visit. You want to see Nigeria president is going to France. Macron is talking with Nigeria president. Then is Nigeria a French colony? France is showing more interest in Nigeria now than Cameroon and their other colonies in Africa. Why? Because of the influence. They don't say, okay, if Cameroon say we know they do again, Cameroon pack out. But Cameroon will need Nigeria. So they will now have to be friends with Nigeria so they can do business with Nigeria and still have access to the economic market of Africa. That is why the French, the European Union, the Germans, they don't want to let go of Nigeria. They need the friendship with Nigeria. And they are going to do everything in their power to develop friendship with Nigeria at all cost. It doesn't matter. They will go at any length to build that friendship with Nigeria. But I don't know if Nigeria will open up, but I know one thing for sure. If Nigeria will negotiate these people, it must be a win-win. Nigeria must be able to make money so that France, Europe, they can make their own money. And in a way that Africa in general will benefit. This is the point where Nigeria can come out as the liberator and the savior of Africa if they manage the situation well. It is what it is. Your boy Ajay Maxi. Smash the like button, smash the notification bell. Come back anytime you're free because there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for you. God bless you all. Cheers.